Target Circle Weeks.
Yo, what is up, my dudes, my dudettes, and my duties? Today we are playing SABLE for the first time. It is on Epic Games right now for free until July 3rd at 10 a.m. is when it's no longer free, and we're going to be playing it for the first time today. So, how about we get started? Wait 1 second. So we are using the PNG tuber today, so I hope you guys don't mind. Okay, we're gonna move this over here. Okay, so let me open up SABLE, and then I will turn it to the game screen. One second. I don't know if that's copyright, so let me give it a second. Oh! Okay. Just do that. Ah, poop. Hold on. Oh god, dang it. Hold on, shit. I have to mess with this. Because this doesn't want to show it, so I have to display my whole screen. So give me 1 second. Because I have to edit it. Okay, so I'm hoping that works the way I think it's gonna work. We'll see. I'll just have to turn down the game audio. Nope, go to this window. Okay. I got no idea how well this is gonna work. But we'll see. Close game window. Okay. I want to see how this looks. Okay, it looks fine. Let's get started. We're loading? So what's happening? We're loading? Ooh. Ooh, I like how that looks. Very nice. Really pretty. Press space to jump. Wow. Am I supposed to go this way? Hope so. I don't know how long this game is, so I don't know how many parts there will be. Depends on how fast we finish it. So we'll see. Hold on, I'm gonna do this so I can see the game's loud enough. There we go. I can feel it. JD smiling behind her mask, just as I know she can feel the teeth-baring little grimace behind mine. I'm nervous and she's softly, sweetly amused in her eyes. Probably have very little to worry about. You know you have nothing to worry about, don't you, Sable? And yet, I shrug, but any attempts to act casual are fruitless. The movement is jerky, and I don't think I've ever been more aware of my little shoulders. She laughs. I mean it! But I do know how you are. You're going to be nervous until you started. And then you act like you've been doing it your whole life. Remember the first time you rode a bike? You wouldn't even let me put you on the seat. You were so afraid. Your hands were like little claws gripping onto me. I can feel the memory in my fingers. But then I promised you it was going to be alright. I told you how much I loved riding my bike as a young woman, and how wonderful the wind felt through fabric. Suddenly, there you were. You sat down, you leaned forward, and you put those little grasping claws on the handles, and you were off. And I remember thinking, just watching you tear over the sand. Look at her. She can do whatever she wants. Daddy reaches out and places a hand on the edge of my mask. And you can, Sable. I take a deep breath. I don't know where to start. JD's story warms me, but I feel too overwhelmed to let it settle. I tell her with a sigh that I don't know where to begin. She chuckles. Well, I can help with that. You'll need to talk to Hilal and Driss. Driss should already have made the arrangements for your bike, and Hilal will share something. Well, let's say as useful as it is fun, I think I might suspect what Daddy's saying, but I stay quiet. After that, I suppose we'll see you off. What if I choose the wrong path? I asked JD, what will become of me if I choose the wrong path? There are no wrong paths, Sable, or right ones. I'll be glad if you choose to stay with the Ibexi, but truth be told, I'll be glad no matter what. So long as you're happy. Whatever you decide, you do with my blessing, so don't try using me as an excuse to come home early, eh? She knows me. Now go speak with Hilal, I'll be there to see you off. And speak to Driss as well. I've told him to arrange your bike with Sizzo, but you know how he is. I have something to give you, a compass to help you on your journey. It is the same one I used on my gliding. An artifact, you might say. I take the device in my palm. It fits naturally there, perfectly weighed and crafted. Each component slides together with incredible, satisfying precision. Thank you. I tell JD how strange it is to be called a glider instead of Sable, or even clan child. Just try to get used to it. She seems to really like it, and maybe I'll like it too. My little glider. As I approach Hilal, they give an enthusiastic wave. I've always appreciated Hilal's verve and vigor, and on a day like this, I'm ready to match it with a touch of nerves for balance. Sable, take this. Hilal hands me a small round stone. As it nestles into my palm, I feel the warmth not borrowed from Hilal's hands, but emanating from within. I rub my thumb over it and find it softly electric, like static on cloth. What is this? I try to sound less confused than I am, but ask Hilal what this is. Oh, Sable, you can't leave without it. What I've just given to you is a gliding stone. What do you feel? I tell Hilal what I feel. Electricity? Then you're doing it right. What you feel on the stone is openness. I look at the stone, it seems quite closed. Gliding stones are vessels for the perpetual. They suck up its power like little sponges, and they hold it there for you to channel. Right now it's empty or dormant and waiting for you to fill it up. I asked how I can do this. Take it to the temple ruins at the end of the canyon. You'll be able to activate it there. Halal claps their hands twice and bobs a little. I appreciate their good mood at a time like this. Come back to me once it's done. I want to hear all about it. As I'm about to leave, Halal stops me. Oh, and you haven't gotten your bike yet, have you? It's a bit of a trek to the temple, so go see Driss. He was meant to get that ready for you, yes. I remember JD's words, and now, and tell Halal I'll go and see Driss. Hello, Sable. Under message, 0, have a good day. Though I've told myself not to be too eager, it's all I can do not to race up to Driss. Driss is the camp manager. He's been difficult to get a hold of lately. But now I strongly suspect that he's been working on my bike in secret. Perhaps the extra beautiful has some custom feature. What will its name be? I wonder, how fast will it go? Will my legs feel sore or will I get used to it? Driss turns it with a bit of a start. Sable! Hello! Daddy sent me to speak with you. Did she? What about? I tell him it was about something special and then make a leading gesture, slowly trying to be perfectly cool and confidential. But I can't do it. I'm too keen and the words spill out. I asked Driss if he might sort of possibly maybe have a bike for me. Your bike! He yells it, and it's an idea he just had. Your bike. Yes, of course. Right. Yes, your bike. That I was meant to. That I prepared for you because today is your... Did you forget? In abject horror, I gently ask if he may have forgotten. What? What? I would never. It's obviously a heavy bike. By which I mean I arranged it for you in a, well, it's sort of a tutorial for you. It's not here. Not exactly, but that's because it's part of your gliding. You see, Sable, before one can own their bike, they must prove that they can ride a bike by taking a test ride on a different bike. I think about it and I find I've never heard that part of the gliding, but Driss does not seem earnest. Sort of. So instead of worrying about your bike, I'd like you to try this bike as a test. Driss gestures to the sand cutter on his side. It's quite old, a little shabby, a tester, even if I've ever seen one. I'll give it a go. Really? I mean, yes, good. Be gentle, though. This sand cutter's older than JD. You treat her with respect. Now ride the bike through the ring and back. And here's some advice for you, my young glider. Don't fall off. When you're not riding it, your hover bike will appear as a blue icon on your compass. I returned to Driss, who somehow manages to seem caught off guard despite knowing I was coming. Sable! Congratulations! How was your first pre-glide ride? Any strange rattles? Unexplained hissing? Small fires? What do you mean, fires? Surely you noticed if you were on fire, even a little bit. Was that a possibility? Well, obviously it didn't happen, so I think we're fine. Driss, is this bike dangerous? Well... He doesn't finish. Have you already been by Halal? Am I not getting a bike? Well, you're getting used to this sand cutter. That's something, eh? You can borrow it to run your little errands. My little errands. And he'll always got something to show you too. Help you out with more of that herb ability you're after. With my confidence in this exercise only lightly tarnished, I thank Driss very much for his help and his bike, and I depart for Hillwall. This guy. Oh my god. Head over to the temple, Sable. I promise it'll be worth the trip. Ah, crap, I went the wrong way. Go back. Alright, there's a bot. Get up the hill. Oh my god, is it say I'm playing Minecraft? You're joking. You're joking. No. Oh my god, I am. God dang it. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm playing freaking Minecraft. Jesus. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. No. I gotta go around. How in the world am I supposed to get up there? Nope. Stop. Go, go, go. Make it, make it, make it, make it. Yes. Also, hi, welcome in, Dusk of Nilla. Is it Nilla? Yeah, Nilla. Thank you for coming in. And also, thank you again for telling me that it was on Minecraft still. I made it, finally. Dude, popping a squat. Ah! Level, level. Goodness gracious. Ooh, cutscene. The stone thumbs like a beat of a heart as I approach the altar. Or maybe it feels right. I'm ready for Rohana to know me. I'm ready to know myself. I feel her curiosity in the sacred place. I know I'm in her sight. The heck? Where am I going? Help! What the heck just happened? Oh! Magic powers. Whee! Oh, great. I'm supposed to go up there. How in the fuck do I get up there? God damn it, I messed up. Okay. No. I let go. Ladder over here. When I return to Hilal, it's clear they know what I've just experienced. They're excited on my behalf in a way that makes me miss them before I even left. Isn't it incredible? How does it feel? Safe. Like a warm hug. I tell Hilal that I almost feel embraced by the perpetual. Warm and safe in my own little bubble. They swoon. Oh? That's such a nice way of describing it. Hilal's mood doesn't darken, but the sigh they let out holds a bit of sorrow. You're very lucky, you know. I miss it so much, that feeling just floating on the breeze. But I suppose it's best that it fades with age, Or else I might never have come back from my gliding. I'd just be out there heaving myself into chasms. I'll heave myself into chasms for you. I'll tell Hilal I'll throw myself into 1,000 chasms on their behalf, and they giggle. That's what I like to hear. I know people manage to keep it up, but I don't know that I've got what it takes. But I don't know that I've got the time to practice as much as they do. Takes a really serious focus. Hilal laughs, even if there's a bit of regret in it. And I certainly have gotten that. Still, I suppose the gliding wouldn't mean much if it were all gains and no loss. I think about all that, but decide that there is already too much loss in my mind to consider it much further. I am saying goodbye to my clan, my family, my home, my childhood. To lose Perpetual is a sacrifice for another time. You're going to love it out there, Sable, even when you don't. My advice? Try to have fun. There's a lot to be said about ritual and independence and all that out there, but the world's an easier place if you put joy first. I thank Hilal for their advice and their help and tell them I'll miss them. It'll be over before you know it. A warning and reassurance all in once. I say goodbye to Hilal. Before I go, Hilal gestures me towards the tower. It seems Sizzo wishes to see me before I leave the clan. One second, chat. Turn my air conditioner on because I'm sweating. Woo! It's hot in here. Alright. 1 second. Okay. Let's get going on these quests. We're already 39 minutes in and I haven't gone very far. Okay. Suzo is an outclanner to the Abexi, but I've known her for nearly as long as I can recall, and I think of her more as a kind of distant relation than any sort of outsider. Mechanists, I'm told, are given their posts by their training and their code, must go to where they are needed, but Suzo has been among us so long that it's easy to forget it's an assignment first and foremost. As far as any of us are concerned, she is one of us. I think there is a perception among the other clans that Abexi are quite insular, or that our designation of Abexi versus outclanners suggests some nervous othering of those who are unlike us. But in practice, such things are more the result of our nomadic nature. We seek to know who travel with us, and who we must leave behind. But all are welcome to join. And I'm always pleased that Suzo did. Sable! How do you do, clan child? I can only think of one thing. Sighted from a bike? Suzo has a throaty quality to her voice, and it rumbles through her mask when she laughs. She's quite a serious person most days, and I'm always torn between pride and alarm when I manage to make her chuckle. Yes, JD told me how excited you were. Suzo sniffs. She also told me Driss would be coming along to get your bike together, but I think he may have... I knew it. What? I hadn't meant to say it out loud, so I tell her I was just clearing my throat. I don't begrudge his forgetfulness, were I tasked with so many odds and ends. I might be just as scattered, and besides, this will be good for you. I want you to scavenge the hoverbike parts yourself. I'm going to make my own hoverbike? I asked Suzo if I'm expected to make my own hoverbike. No, you are not going to make your hoverbike. You are going to build your own hoverbike. What's the difference? To make suggests you are creating something, but your bike already exists. They simply haven't taken form yet. Here, take this. Suzo hands me something. This is a navigator. You can use it to mark waypoints on your compass. It should be useful in finding the old parts. I asked Suzo where I might start looking. Our bikes are reborn in the ruined ships or in fragments spread apart. A good start would be the ship down there near the camp. You'll find others up on the great rock near the other side of the canyon, and another behind the old dam on the mill. Use your navigator to mark that down if you need. You'll need to gather a control panel, a power supply, and a calibrator. I'll be back before you know it. I tell Suzo I'll be here soon and head off in search of the components. Together we will create something new out of the old. Oh shit. Go do this. Ah! We're good. There's nothing of use to be found on the ship, but I noticed a blinking light flashing on the dashboard of the cockpit. Push button. A voice crackles from the machinery in front of me. It sounds like a recording. It's barely audible. Stop messing about with those buttons, you absolute idiot. Sorry, Ramin. Concentrate. I don't think I have to remind you how much work it was to get this far. We're almost there. Alright, let's see if what that mechanist told us holds up. If not, there'll be hell to pay. I hear the sound of mechanical adjustments being made. 3 clicks, buttons being pressed, perhaps? Okay, when I push this orange thing, pull that lever hard. Yes, Ramin. Sound of a click and a loud grunt before a snapping sound. Oh, on Rahona's mask. Not that hard, you torn it out! Suddenly, speakers are filled with static and a low grumble that gradually increases in pitch. And then the sounds of someone cheering. It worked! We're flying! More cheering. Is that the sound of someone dancing? Okay, let's focus. This thing is moving fast. We need to slow it down a bit. How do we do that, Ramin? Let me check the mechanist notes. A long pause and rumbling static sounds that started playing when the ship took off is still increasing in pitch. Ramin? That lever, Toma, the one you just ripped out. We're going too fast. We're going to crash. We need to try to... The recording cuts off there. Nothing? Nothing in here? Nothing? Ooh, a child. Are you looking for a calibrator? I'm immediately on guard. Samina has always been a mischief maker. It's taken tremendous pleasure in tormenting me. In theory, I am older, more experienced, and should be more than able to withstand it. In practice. You won't find it there. I've hidden it. You'll never find it. Never, never. She never fails to get to me. Give it back, Samina. Saima. I think it's Saima. I order Saima to give it back. I am of gilding age and she's a child. No, I don't think I will. Saima laughs off my irritation, but I'm not going to give her the satisfaction. I cross my arms and try to effect the change. I'll give you the calibrator. I put out my hand, proud of myself for standing tall before Samina. If you give me some beetles. That's a fair trade, isn't it? Something you want for something I want. I try to decide if it's more mature to push her over and steal the calibrator or to acquiesce. But then I simply stifle a sigh and shake her little hand. Perhaps some of the adults in the camp know where I can find some. Child. I'll run you over. Hey, get wrecked. You know what, I'll ask him. Oops. Excuse me. Do you know where I can find some beetles? There's a nest of beetles east of here. You can walk up to it and catch it, though. They drop... There's some seeds growing on the rocks around the nest. Drop a seed on the floor and the beetle will start eating it. Then you can sneak up and grab it. Driss asked me a series of increasingly strange questions before I made an excuse to take my leave. Where are they? To the east? Where am I going now? North. North. East. I got a butterfly. Did I go the wrong way? East, yeah. Offered by students when planting themselves into the ground, perfectly smooth and hard as a rock. These eggs seem to float with how light they are. They must be a good place to deliver these. How do I get one of these things again? I need 3, so I need 1 more. Come on. Go for the thing. Got it. I guess while we're here, we can get the one that's in this thing. Get the piece in here. Do, 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 do. Okay, now we go this way. Oh, Jesus. Okay, let's see. Damn, I must be strong. In we go. Do this chat. I'm scared. Can I be scared? I don't know what's in here. Can I explore the whole thing? Nowhere else to go in there. Okay, let's get out of here. Go get the last piece. Whee! Guys, I love parkour. So much fun. I'm just thinking about how beat up my hands must be after this stuff. Cause your hands gotta be real beat up for this, right? I love secrets. Okay, this way. Okay, now we gotta get out of here. Go back home. Damn, child. Stealing my part. I feel embarrassedly vindicated as I hand Saima the beetles, but rather than gloat, she hands me the calibrator and begins to cry. What have I done? You're leaving! You're leaving and you're never coming back! She blows her nose and wipes her hand on her tunic. Yara never came back after the last gliding. Aren't you sad? You were her friend. I miss her too. There's been a letter here and there, but it's always to us. Rather than to me, I'm not bitter, but I hope not to be like that. Please don't go. I tell Simon not to worry, and I will be back sooner than she knows. And I'm sure she pouts behind the mask. And I add that I'm not back sooner than she knows, then she will be ready for her gliding by then, and she can come bother me herself. Promise? I say yes. Good. Then I suppose I can see you off. I thank her and say goodbye for now. Sizzo, I need to go talk to Sizzo. Windy stairs. I return to Sizzo with the parts, and it's as she waves me over, I feel a pang of sadness in my chest. When will I see her again once I'm gone? Well done, Sable. Yes, this is everything we need. Are you ready to assemble a bike of your own? I'm ready. Ooh, bike time. Sizzo relaxes in the workshop. It isn't that she's particularly rigid or anxious ordinarily, but there's a certain calm beauty that one only truly appreciates when Sizzo is in her element. I wonder if it's this way for all mechanics. What you must understand, Sable, is that the components you require, they fit together not by chance, not by effort, but by nature. They belong to her. They have always belonged to her. All we are doing is assembling her from what she has already been. I nod and feel soft buzzing in my ear. Among my clan, we believe the machines have names, held for ages like deep secrets unheard by those equipped to listen. We will find this one's name together. Oh yeah, Simoon. Simon or Simoon? Listen. Sizzo tilts her head a moment, leaning closer to Simoon. All at once I know the hoverbike's name. Simoon, I say in a whisper to let Sizzo know. Simoon. Simoon. Well done, Sable. What does it mean? What does it mean? You should ask her herself. Still looks entirely serious. The bike, to my enduring surprise, says nothing, even when I lean close. I tell Simoon that I'm eager to know her better, and Sizzo looks quite proudly at the both of us. You are ready, then, for the gliding. May all the gods turn their faces from you, Sable. An odd blessing, perhaps, but Sizzo is prone to such things, and I can read her tone that it meant quite sweetly. You must learn to listen to Simoon, to care for her. Seek out my fellow mechanics on your travels, Sable. They will teach you the art of machine whispering. Oh, and hear this. Take a mechanist badge. You will need plenty of my ilk on your gliding. Show them your worth, and they'll give you more badges. I thank Sizzo twice for good measure and give a bow. A bow. I am ready. See what all these other buttons. Ooh, a map. Stand up. Sable, the cartographer landed his balloon while you were away. You should go speak to him, see if you can't get a map. I know I'm good to go, but JD gestures me back and puts something in my hand. Here's some money to get you going on your journey. Use it most wisely, and then a little unwisely when the mood strikes. It's good to know the value of money, but you never want to be ruled by it. I thank JD effusively and head out on my way. This thing? As she looks out across the landscape, Zeki's shoulders sag a little. I wonder what she's thinking about. Something on your mind? Zeki's voice is weakly incredulous. I don't know how she's done it. That's Ilaria over there. I follow her gaze to a speck in the distance, which I understand is her daughter Ilaria. Do you want me to get her back? Zeki shakes her head. No, she's fine. I'll get her. She shrugs. Parenting. I suppose I know more about that when I'm older. Well, I gotta go this way anyway, so... The balloon was more fun than the person in it. I approached the cartographer. Ah, greetings, child. I saw you looking longingly at my great balloon. Quite a piece of work, isn't she? She really is. I nod enthusiastically. It is really an impressive vessel. However nervous I get imagining being up there all alone. I wonder if anyone's ever fallen off of what? Best not to ask right now. Well, good to meet you. And oh, I should introduce myself. I'm Jordan. I tell him I'm Sable. Suppose if you come all this way to see me, it's probably a map you're after. Hey, Sable. I would love a map. I tell the cartographer I'd love a map. Of course you would. That'd be 50 cuts. I'll buy that map. Perfect. Let's trade then. Thank Jordan for the Ewar map and all its vast possibilities. Something about this makes it feel more real. Good luck on your gliding, Sable. I still remember mine. I asked how it was. Sure. I knew since I was a boy that cartography was more for me, but I spent a little extra time out there just to enjoy the world. Speaking of, keep an eye out on the skies, eh? Plenty of my colleagues out there, and they'll have more maps to sell you, from Hakoa to Sodic Waste. I thank Jordan for the tip and say goodbye. Farewell, child. Pause menu. Ooh. Making my way in the sky. I return to Jaddy with the new lightness. And it makes the weight of my departure feel heavier still. What a strange day. Sable, is that the badge you've got there? Sizzo gave it to me. Then you must have earned it. Well done. I give a bow of thanks. Well, Sable, if you keep this up, you'll be headed for the mask caster in no time. I try to think about going to the mask caster, but it seems impossibly far away. Imagine choosing what I want to be. Imagine choosing what I want to be forever? I know what you're thinking, but don't worry about it. You've got plenty of badges when you're out there, and once you've got 3 alike, you can trade it in for a mask. But don't feel like your first mask is your final choice. The gliding is about freedom and exploration. I suggest you claim as many masks as you wish. Only at your final ceremony will you be asked to choose one. How will I know I choose one? You'll have to feel it out, but when you know, you'll know. Now. Tone of her now puts the butterflies back in my stomach. With all of this done, there's only one thing left. It's time then, isn't it? Time to walk through the face door at the Temple of Rohana. There you'll assemble your gliding mask and go. There are things I wish to convey to Jaddy here, depths of love and gratitude and fear and hope and worry. And though I find myself unable to speak any of it in words, I know she understands. Before you leave, child, I made you these. They are dyed with the traditional Ibexi maroon, and I hope provide you great comfort out in the desert. When you leave today, you will no longer be Sable. Clan child at Ibexi, you will be simply Sable, and the rest will come. But no matter what you are, no matter where your journey takes you, I will always know you, I will always love you. And I will see you again. I don't know where my journey will end, but I know where it must begin. And I am ready. Ooh, cutscene. There's a hair on me. Ah! For what? Oh! Oh, good grief. Where the fuck did I just fall? Ah! You must have some good arm strength because what the hell? Oh, there's a chest over there. Screw it. Taking a detour. The chest. I need it. What? I can't climb on that? Guys, we love detours, okay? We love them. We love getting distracted by shiny things. Well, these things aren't creepy at all. But I got my mask. How the fuck do I get out of here? Eee, I got my new stuff. Get my ass up this ladder first. Oh. Oh wait, my scooter. Hold on, we gotta go get my scooter. Oh wait, it's not on my thing anymore. Alright. Logging in. Logging in. Hello, Sable. JD's voice strangely echoes the machine, yet still it warms me. Oh, Sable, this is it. By the time you hear this, we will have gone. The gliding is a journey that must begin alone. There's a certain nuance lost in transmission, and that I am grateful. It would be far too much to hear the cracks in their voices and run weakly into their arms to stay forever. But I am ready, and so I will close my eyes and listen. But though you go off by yourself, you are not without friends, you are not without family, you are not without love. These things will always carry with you as you do your mask. And I know I'm not supposed to do this, but if I were you, I might go and see Utari. They're the mechanist at Burnt Oak Station and among Sizzo's closest friends. Utari is a good contact to have on one's guilding, and a fine way to get another machinist badge if you're so inclined. Only a suggestion, though. As for us, I'll send another message once we return to UR. So keep an eye on the post boxes and try not to forget us. She takes a long breath, and I forgot that things as easy as breathing could ever exist. World is waiting, Sable. Good luck. Guys, it's time to cry now, chat. Time to cry. My bike. where's my bike at? Oh, hello! Oh, this shit's cool. Yo! Yo! We're gliding, but we're moving. I'm still going. Ah! Okay, stop. Oh, shit! I hope this game doesn't get me copyrighted. I plan on posting this on YouTube, so please be nice to me. Got another Chumeg. Whee! Damn. Ah! You know, I'll put the thing right here. Hold on. Put that there. I just gotta climb up there, so. Let's see if I can do that first. I greet the cartographer Shy Lie, a little crowd code by how long we are up here and how intimate that sometimes feels despite it being so much part of gliding. Here's my cursor. She responds with what sounds like a warm smile. Hello there, glider. Thanks for taking the time to climb up all the way up here. Surveying gets a little lonely sometimes, you know. I tell her I do, given how lonely I can get on the sand sometimes. I hope Simone doesn't hear. So then, what is it you need? Can I buy a map? Of course. Can I sell something to you? It is a challenge not to view scrappers through quite a romantic lens as I look toward my gliding as a child. I pictured myself as a dust-covered traveler exploring strange, forbidden places and finding strange, forgotten things. A treasure hunter of old and arcane objects. And though I'm certain of the grind of sifting through sand and dirt for useful tools and things left over can wear anyone down, I cannot help but weave some thread of fantasy into my reality of the work. Greetings, Lighter. Name's Altin. I give a bow and introduce myself as Sable. You find much scrap metal out there, Sable? All the time. Good, good. Atlin leans back and looks up at the ceiling thoughtfully. Got a task for you then, if you're up for it. The hesitation in my voice is a product of gentle intimidation. But I stand up straight and casual enough to seem like I'm up for anything. Atlin seems to believe it enough. I need scrap, Sable, and lots of it. And you out there already doing basically nothing. Atlin chuckles to himself. Shouldn't say it like that. Gliding's odd, Abe. You have nothing to do, so you have everything to do. Wonder if anyone's ever spent their gildings just lying around. I don't know if that counts as gilding then. Gliding. I say with a smirk that I don't imagine that would count as a gliding. But at the same time, I wonder if people do go out and use the time to simply be with themselves in a safe, reflective space. Would it matter as much what mask we choose if we found our purpose deep within? Oh no. Should I be doing that? Atlin clears his throat. I'm grateful to be shaken free. Anyhow, the task. Let's see if you can understand this one, eh? It's a bit complex. I tell him I'm ready. Go out, find scrap, bring it to me. Is that all? Slightly taken aback. I ask Atlin if that's all. What do you mean, is that all? That's scrapping. You want the job or not? I tell him I'm happy for any reason to explore, and that I'll return with everything I find. I say goodbye to Atlin. Got you, bro. Where am I at exactly? Not too sure. Let's keep it moving. Oh, my glider. What's up with the statue? Oh, you may recognize her. Oh, Anna. She was a great herder of many creatures. They say she came from the whale and herd, the ancestors of the creatures we heard today. We teach that keeping your herd near her statues will keep them together, well fed and healthy. Well met, glider. Keep around. You are late. I've never met you in my life. You should have met me sooner, were it not for your delay, but I've forgiven you. Any friend of Sizzo's is instantly beloved, and I take no offense. Perplexed, I wait for them to explain themselves, but they seem to wait for shame. I am loving the game so far. It's very... It was slow at the beginning, but I think the exploration part will get that I would like the most. Briefly, I feel a hint of shame as I remember times I have been late among the Ibexi. I think I'm saying that right. Things I have slipped up in doing. But I dismiss my doubts as I recall that I have no idea who this strange mechanist is. I ask them. My name is Utari. Of immediate relevance to you is that I'm a friend of Sizzo. I asked then if Sizzo alerted them of my impending arrival. Perhaps she looks out for me and sets waypoints and oases along my gliding. A comforting thought. No, it was your hover bike. I heard it for the first time months ago and felt the shape of her voice. Sorry. I tell Utari that it is not Simoon they heard, for Sizzo and I only built her a few days hence. They wave their hands at me in a hurried dismissal. Did Sizzo teach you so little? The voices of our machines are eternal, more ancient than their forms. I hear them, as I always have. And yours I thought would revisit me sooner, but here we are. Now let us speak of why you have come. Our needs converge atop the wind tower. Tell me more. Something has stopped the tower working. I was hours away from going to see it for myself. But you and Simoon came after all. Go there, mend what is broken, or soothe what is hurt, and I will give you what you seek. I ask Utari if they know what I seek. I admit that I might not. A direction. I will be waiting for you. Travel swiftly and safely. I say goodbye to Utari. Okay. Let's see. Where are we going? This way? In here? What in the hoodoo shit is going on here? The guard before me stands tall, her posture shaped by duty, uniform weathered by years. Hello there, young glider. I'm nearly startled by the force of her greeting, but her voice is comforting somehow, warm and welcoming. I greet her with the accidental enthusiasm of a traveler finding a friend. She smiles behind the mask, I think. Always nice to meet a fellow adventurer, especially now. How are you faring so far? The world is big, and I feel very small. You say that like it's a bad thing. Isn't it a wonder? The size of it all? That you can spend your whole life wandering and still find more to see? Think about all the balled up fabric and smoothed out rock that will make my next pillow and many to come. My neck aches faintly at the thought of how many nights I'll spend this way. It's possible I'm romanticizing it a little. You see, I'm getting ready to leave on my second gliding. She reads the confusion in my silence. Did no one tell me of a second gliding? I suppose it isn't a real second gliding, but it's how I'm thinking about it. A chance to see the world again and how it's changed. I am an Ekrin? I'm an Ekrin guard, you see. Or I was an Ekrin guard. As of 3 days ago, I'm officially retired. Should have seen the way the others looked at me. There's a laugh in her voice. All of them were so baffled to see me go, telling me how much I'd missed the big city. A few of them even felt sorry for me, like what would I do now? That my life's purpose is complete. Can you imagine? I try to, but I barely muster a view of my purpose's start, let alone its end. I shake my head. I say, thank you for all the strange condolences, but tomorrow marks the first time in decades that I'll wake up in the morning and have absolutely no idea what lies ahead. And I've never been more excited. Don't get me wrong, I've loved my work. I even love the noise and the trouble of Ekra. But I've spent enough of my life standing around looking hard. It's time to explore. Her glee is infectious. I asked where she'd like to go. I'm heading to the Badlands, I think. I want to see the Bridge of the Betrayed. If you haven't already, you should definitely go and see it for yourself. You'll want the Northern Badlands southwest of here. I nod, trying to keep the directions in mind. And Elizabeth gives me a little tap. Maybe I'll see you up there. Good God, there's so much talking. My throat! I'm dying here. Oh, little bits everywhere. If the innkeeper of the camp, what can I do for you? Larva husks. I repeat the words back to her as a clarification. She nods. I need some larva husks. They are. How much do you know about beetles? A little bit. Well, not for sure if it's the part of the beetle, of that little beetle, but larva husks are what gets left behind when the beetle larvae grow. Beautiful, really tough casings. If you don't mind, I'd be grateful if you could collect some for me. The type I'm looking for are Hercules beetles. You don't need to go that far, but the nest is guarded by the mother beetle. You're going to have to find a way to get past her. I tell her I'll do my best. Anything else I can help you with? Goodbye. Oh my God. Yawning over here. Glider, welcome. Come view my wares. What you got? Where am I going again? Oh, wait. Okay. Well, that's just for the larva husks. Oh, shit. Okay. All the way over here? Oh, hell no. Hold on, go back. Oh, there's a ship right there. Yo. Okay, I can just... Go to the ship first. Float. Whee! It didn't boing. Oh good. Damn it. Fuck. Can't see shit in here. What the fuck? I made that jump. Where do I bring this at? Out there. Oh. Okay, so that's the way out. It's not creepy at all. No. Probably didn't need to do all that. Whatever. Kidnap this and bring it over here. I encounter a strange luminous figure. It greets me before I even have a chance to be frightened. New user found. Hello, please enter your new username. I find myself whispering my own name. It suddenly feels odd in my mouth, like if this is the first time I've said it aloud. Welcome, Sable. I've set up a new account for you. I asked the mysterious figure about themselves. I am the ship's simulated anthropomorphic registry and informational nexus, but you can call me Sarian. I asked Sarian what they were doing here. I'm not entirely sure, Sable. Most of the data modules appear to be corrupted. I'm attempting access ship records. Sarian goes still for a moment. Transferring ship's log to your inbox. You have unread messages, Sable. Unread messages. Here are your unread messages. The panel blinks to life. Strange markings and symbols I assume to be ancient text spill across the screen as the background color flashes wildly. And then, with a strange buzzing like old fabrics pulling apart, there are voices. Within long-range sensors, Captain, we are picking up some anomalous readings from the upper atmosphere. It could be a plasma storm, but the radiation signatures doesn't quite match. Maintenance approach. At current speed, what's our time of destination? 46 Earth hours, give or take. Good. Let's keep an eye on those energy signatures and get Sarian on it too for pattern recognition. Captain, we need to purge our reactor soon. If we don't... I know, I'm aware. I'm aware of risk, Ellis, but I'm not purging in the middle of space. We need to follow the protocol and... The recording fails and the static continues. A few buttons pushes, brings silence in a screen that looks navigable in some way, but I can't decipher anything. No unread messages. Okay, here are your archive messages. Goodbye. Bye. Okay, that was interesting. Oh, there's more rings. Shit. Making my way downtown. Oh yeah. Facing. How do I take a picture on this game? I just have to take it the way I usually take pictures. I guess that works too. The wind tower. Oh, I almost missed. Just keep climbing, just keep climbing. Oh my god, I almost fell. Dude, how far do I have to go? Well, I fixed it. So there's that. Now what do I do with this rock? I mean, new shirt. Okay, we'll head back to town, and then that's where stream will end on part 1. It's a good game. I really enjoy it. So calm. Got me a new shirt. Sick. Probably do the Beatles thing next time. Home is right there. I could totally go home, but I can't. Whee! Oh shit. Ah! My ears hurt. Ouch. Fucking headphones. I'll take one last picture in this camp after I talk to Utari. And that's where we'll leave today. Ah! Utari, I'm back. Utari greets me warmly. Where's my mouse at? How may I help you? Utari's delight is obvious and I can see it in my approach. They radiate with energy. You did it! Thank you, and well done, both of you. Did you have much trouble? Well, you made it back unarmed and bright. So whatever the trouble, it was hindrance only. Remember that next time something looks to be trouble. Now, for you. I won't say reward now for what you've owed. W. Utari produces a McKinnis bag, holding it out for you to take. You may have been late in coming, but here you are, where you are meant to be. I give you this badge not only in recognition of where you are, where you have been and what you have done, but in honor of one of many possibilities. That you may, if you so choose, become one of us who speak the unheard languages of Simoon and her vast connections. This badge is but one, and you will need to earn more from others who carry them. And when you do, the caster will know what you have chosen, and you may wear the mask of the McKinnis. I thank Utari for it and tell them I have much to consider, but just for a moment, I hear the faintest ringing in my left ear, distant and deep like a river below the sands. Listen. Stubborn snag is completed. Okay, let's find a spot and take a picture. Sit right here. We're gonna take a picture. I'll go to settings. Can I save, please? Alright, guys. I just want to thank you guys so much for watching, being here this stream, as I know I haven't streamed in a while, but I appreciate you guys coming, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye!